This is Bunny Alpha. Welcome to the Chat Spot, Unlocking Social Realities. And we are streaming live at Hotel Victory Bija. And today on my show, I'm not alone. I'm here with my sister Remy. Remy, say hello to the viewers.
Hello, our lovely viewers outside there. Thanks for loving us, and thank you so very much for loving Elcom Television. Still, we are here with the host Bunny and me, the co-one, and we are expecting the best of the best today.
Yeah. Welcome back from everywhere you've been.
Thank you so much.
I remember I last saw you before Valentine.
I was still in Valentine mood.
I can see. Kuroro munyiriro. Okay. This is the Chat Spot, and our Chat Spot is being sponsored by Hotel Victory Bija. Hotel Victory Bija, you can reach them for accommodation, steam and sauna. You can come for conference facilities, restaurant and bar facilities. We are also sponsored by Stumat Engineering Limited. You can reach to him for tiling, painting, and also plumbing services. Not forgetting our media partners, Kaz Media. Kaz Media, you can use them for photography, videography, and also drone services. Now, today on my show, we have a topic of discussion. I know everyone is eager to see this. Our viewers who are on Facebook, please like our page, send in your comments, and also those who are on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube is Elcom Media Services. You can go and subscribe. On the Facebook it is Elcom Television. You will find us there. Like and send in your comment. And now, Remy, today's topic is so interesting. You know, I was somewhere and I looked at something that amazed me. You know, parents have been complaining about kugenda tibagenda bana bakuzize tibakuruga omuka bana tokuswera abantu bakuswera. So today's topic is when is it appropriate for someone to leave their parents' house? When is it appropriate for someone to leave their parents' house? So those on our pages, please, the question is, what is the time, or when is it appropriate for someone to leave the parents' time? Remy, what take do you have on this show, on that topic?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bunny, for that lovely topic today. And our listeners outside there, the viewers, thank you so much for having tuned in. Elcom Television, still it's your girl, Remy. I'm so happy to be here today and for sharing everything that we are going to share today. I'm so happy. It's such an amazing day. The weather is just weathering.
Indeed.
But let's get back to our topic.
Yeah.
What is the appropriate time for a child, for a kid to leave their parents' house? And to me, I think I'm going to talk about it like that because there is the age that is supposed to leave their parents' houses when it's really age, when it has no stupid age, when there is nothing like jumping, and that age is like from 25 to 26.
Okay.
Yes. That would be the best timing of the age for one to leave their parents' house.
25
to 26.
to 26.
Yes.
No strings just touched, but that is the age you're looking at.
That is the age we should look at for our kids to leave our homes. Yes.
So, Remy, for you, you've talked about the age. Should we only look at the age, or there are some people who grow, sango muntu akuzine kijuko taikize miaka 26 taikize 45, but this person is around 19, 20, and you see the person in fact is ready to leave.
Are you talking basically depending on all genders, male and female, or female?
All genders.
But then even if you've said that genes are there, by the way, you find someone very fat, but when they are 16 or 17, but they look to be 17 or 20, but in actual sense when they are actually 14, and you're like, hey, but genes are there, but there's growing in mind. actually you may not grow in age but growing in mind. There are actually people who are 16 or 17 but they act more than even guys who are 45. Yes.
Okay. Now, ladies have refused to leave their parents' homes.
Ladies?
Yes. Most ladies, let me use the word most. Ladies have refused to leave their parents' home. Despite they are having everything, they are finished studying. Why? Why could you, what do you think about that?
No, that is something else. Of course, there are parents who would really love to be with their kids for life, but still there is a timing for one that have to live an independent life, for them to get to know that someone can stand for their own.
Yeah.
Because if even their parents, I think they left their parents' houses to come and make a family. So if you stay with your parents, you're not making your family.
Okay.
You're not going to get that boldness of standing, ruling a home when you're still in your parents' houses. But get out yourself, then grow up. Even by thou plus God, you grow up your family as a man. But if you stay in your parent houses, Vanange, everything you're being given, you're just being spoon-fed on everything. How are you going to get that brain of saying, actually, I'm going to be a head of a family? Okay, who is the head of a family? If you're still having, your wife is at your father's place, your kids, are you head of a family? Or it is your mother and your father the head of that family? Their family and your family.
Now talk about when this person is not maybe having a wife. Kionkukura alomukaho musajja kuzire takwenda kurugu wapo. Look at that.
I'm sorry, but let me be frank. There is something chetuita oba okusiriwaza abaana. You see, you're like by the way, even abasajja agenda nakwana nagamba nze ndi mommy's boy. What the hell is that? So what? What mommy's boy? So what are you? Ozjo kwana chi?
What do you mean by mommy's boy? I've heard this statement so many, mommy's boy. What does it mean to be mommy's boy?
I don't know. These are the people who stay actually in their houses. Every time they want to eat, mommy, I'm hungry. Every time they feel like they are going to town, mommy, I'm going to use your car. That is the stupidness that is going to be in you forever if you don't get out of yourself out of that crap. Okay, no, you stand by yourself.
Okay.
But it's not right. If you're beyond 26, 25, stand yourself a manhood, a womanhood. Go make your own family.
Really? And the Bible says a man will leave the parents' home and go and make his own family. But you find a guy is 20, is having a job. Spoon feeding.
No, that is not right, Vanange. If you're standing yourself, you're having a job, you're earning. What can stop you from being yourself, being you? Start taking over your responsibilities.
Okay.
Yeah. Even our parents, they may not come out to say that, my dear kid, please, this situation is not right, but spot it out. You say, now I'm a human. Actually, you're past every ages. Like you've passed teenage age, you're past adult, and you're past everything. What are you still doing? Actually, bakusomeseza. The people have played their role. Bakukuziza, bakusomeseza. You're a graduate. You have a job. Still, you're keeping your responsibilities to them. Parents also get tired, my dear lovers.
But there are some parents who don't want their children to live.
No, this message should go to our parents. Actually, I would say our parents. It is not right. Kubanga, today you're there, tomorrow you may not be there. You're causing a big damage in your daughter or son. Like outside aja kuba yazala naye nga atya okuleta in family ye. That is a coincidence whereby osanga like family eri yebonabona. But if you give yourself edges of coming out, no gamba, mom, dad, I want to stand a man. Please, nze nino musajja gwe manyi. When the father yawasa omukazi Haji namugamba omanyi, I've given you that room. Oh, that man was wise enough. The guy came out and said, you know what? I'm not going to bring my wife here because you people have stayed with you for over 32 years.
Yeah.
And this woman has just come for actually a week. You're going to see all the damages in her, which of which me I know we should not buy.
Yeah.
But I bought the damages and I brought her. I'm going to rent, even if we have all the rooms and the whatever, the compound is big as you're saying, but I need to stand a man. Actually, the man carried out the wife. The father actually stood in. He continued. He went on paying the rent for the big man to keep with the wife, because the guy hesitated. He's like, no, I'm going to stand a man. I want to be a man. Let me be a man of myself. I'm going to stand a family. So the guy, what the father accepted. By the way, he bought the view. He saw that the guy is now growing up. He needs also to stand as a man, a bold one. And they went out, but the father kept paying rent for that, for those two people. They grew up a family. Then they considered the father died. So the father, when the father died, they still continued for 7 years. But this guy was wise enough. He was building up somewhere. The day he carried out his things from that rental house, that is the day he stopped receiving that money. So if you think that if the guy kept his head in their father's home, would he have gotten that knowledge of building?
Never.
So it's not right.
Okay.
Manang. Yeah.
So our viewers, what is your take on this topic of ours? Please drop in your comments and we shall read them here. Now, Remy, I was talking to one friend of mine, one pastor, called Pastor Jacob. Pastor Jacob, Christ his heart, I love you so much. He told me something that scriptures say allow it when you are ready for marriage. That's when you should leave. But if you are not ready for marriage, you are allowed to first live with your parents. What do you have to say about that?
For marriage, that is not, then you're going to talk about I think the ladies' part.
Yeah.
Now, let me be frank to the ladies outside there, Vanang. We all know, let me be a live example today. I gave birth in Form 2. Don't laugh, but that is the fact.
It's normal.
My OGs at Jordan Pride, you can witness that. I was in Form 2 actually. I didn't even expect me turning 18. You see? I actually turned 18 when I had a baby already. That is a different thing. Like, you've conceived and you've sat with your family. The mother is saying, no, we can try to carry on with this. After her birth or after she had delivered, she will go back to school. You know, you are still in your parents' hands. That coincidence is the guy is still in school. He has nothing. You're still also in school. You have nothing. You cannot stand. By all means, you need a ladder, and those ladders are our parents. Then they will sit the two family, and the male and female one, and agree on what to do. Of course, the parents who said this one, she's not even 17. What do you expect? What is she going to do? That's why I said it should be 26 or 25.
Yep.
Kubanga, even if you conceive when you're 16, 17, 15, me, I didn't even have actually up to now, I don't know how my boy grew up. I don't even know how they feed the baby. I don't even know how they dressing the baby's pampers. You see? But my father and mother sat down and saw a way out on coming after that.
Okay.
That is something else. But if I was old, they would tell me, my dear, carry your luggages. They would even get a wheelbarrow and pack my things.
Again.
You see? But I'm not yet even that stupid age, but things happened.
A question. When did you leave home?
Actually, me, I've not yet even left home.
Are you still at your parents' home?
Me, I hid myself somewhere. But a time come when I have problems, I carry my bag back home. So, but if you are you okuze mu birowozo and your guy, maybe a guy happens to impregnate you, nagamba family, you know me, I'm ready to stand as a man, I'm taking my woman. You have all chances of going.
To me, I think our viewers, the appropriate time to leave your parents' time is if you're done with school. What is keeping you at your parents' home? Come out and hustle. Come out and hustle. Start a life. By the way, to me, the way I left my parents' home, after campus, I thought now, I've finished campus, I have to look for the next. Am I coming back home to sit and look at my parents? Or,
by the way, you can never even build yourself.
So I had to think a lot. And I remember I would think about that during my last paper. After this paper, where am I going? I've studied, I've finished. Fine, I'm going to be waiting graduation. But graduation is not coming tomorrow. There's a period, maybe like 6 months. So in these 6 months, what should I do? Should I go back home and wait until I graduate? So I thought once. Then I realized, I studied agriculture. With agriculture, we're supposed to be creative. You don't have to wait for the job. The job should find you already working, already creative. So I had to create my own job immediately. But God helped me. I got a friend, called me. I went to Mbarara. I started working in Mbarara for 6 months. So when the time came for graduation, I came back. After graduation, I had to come back home because the contract the other side was for 6 months. It ended. I came back. But when I came back home, I didn't just go to my parents' home. I went there, spent there 2 weeks thinking. So I had saved my money. I went to Kijura proper and I looked for the cheapest house of 40,000. I had to pay.
Then that because you are an adult.
I'm an adult.
Yes. But someone of 17, 16 will not think that.
But there's somebody finishing studies early when he's around 23, 24.
But we are not talking about 17.
No, with 17, with the age by now, if you're below 18, stay home.
Stay home.
Where are you going? To whose house? To do what? Stay home.
It is like the same question one would ask you. What is the best timing for one to have sex? No, but nange.
Only below 18. Only below 25. But don't go. So the age is around, because I know by 25, 23, some people have finished school, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
Now someone being around 20, maybe branched from some class and went and hustled. That's a different thing. And when you get a job, why are you still at your parents' home? Doing what? You have a job? You can see, right? The problem is here. We have a lot of things that we want. High class. So you want to work so that you can get that high class thing. But again, I've realized to some people, maybe they are living in a well-to-do families. It is rare for them to live.
It is rare.
Because they have given them rooms kati we sulangao, we sulawano. So
no, I'm not going to talk about that because at the end of the day they will still be themselves. As I said before, today you're alive, tomorrow you're not alive. And bazade bafe nabo baba bekoleredde ebyo byosanzeewo kati gwe nga gwe abaana bo bagenda sangawo ki. You have to stand. That is why we wake up every day hustle. You go here, you're hustling. Remember, this is not now our generation. Our generation is done. We are now building our kids' generation.
Exactly. So
when you are no, it is not supposed to be that. So get yourself, gather yourself, carry your bones and go make your own family.
So Remy, when I live in your parents' home?
Me, I'm leaving soon.
Because you told me.
No, nagula obusepichi bwange nange nenyimirira nengula omufaliso naye singa mbadde eri akafaliso kange je kali.
So meaning you left, but you haven't accepted that you left. Then I accepted. Wacha okukuta. Genda evulungi. Meaning tonabavaayo. But since you have your suspens what? Me I'm confirming you are somebody who has left. So then
now I can buy my meat and cook it by myself. And by the way, let me tell you ladies outside there, me when I was still home, like fully home, my mom could cook meat or chicken. Then they could give us, of course, pieces as kids. Then I would like, when I turned, I used to say, when I found I would give myself big pieces. But now I can cook it by myself and I felt to eat it.
I know why. The cow cannot allow you.
So it is very, very okay for one to stand by themselves.
Okay.
There is like I used to sneak. There is one day I jump off the roof, like the window actually.
So
my mom,
you used to escape in that form.
Listen, my mom had it had rained, so we had the water in the drum. So on the window, it is where I jumped from. Then I knew that out behind the window there are some steps that I would step on and go down. I stepped badly. I fell in the drum of water. I was done. I had dressed up my white patra plus like a t-shirt.
The first question, where were you going?
Listen, that story is coming. I had my shoes already, threw them outside so that I should find them there. I dress and run. Then here I fell in the what? In the drum full of water. Then my dad had something heavy for me. He came out with his torch. He touched inside. My head was like
your head was floating.
He was like, where are you going? Of course, you can't fail to put something to fidget anything there. As like, you guys, I'm going to pee. He was like, why did you use the door?
And why did you pass in the window?
Then I was like, you know what he did? He's a very stubborn guy. He poured that water out of the drum all. So he told me to come out. I came out like looking like a toad, by the way. You know these toads that jump from...
In your dress, yes. Moreover.
Then he looked at me very well. He touched me very well. He was like, oh, remember, they had passed a drive of Chameleon. Then me, I was going to Chameleon.
Chameleon's show.
Yeah. So he told me, you know what? I don't have anything to do with you. With your clothes and wetness, go to the show. I will handle you tomorrow.
When you come back.
I was like, me, I have a thing like a cheese. Catch, call it a dollar. I went to my auntie's place. I called the girls. They woke up. They gave me a gin I put on. My patra was now a mess thing. They gave me a gin I put on very well. I went, but my heart outside there was like, the show is getting done, but I'm going back home. What is going to happen? Those are the things that if you are alone, you're just going to isolate the types of clothes that you want to put on, the type of show, the makeup you want to put on when you are alone. But if you're still there, there is that discipline thing that you always portray to your family. You cannot just pull out all your bad manners when you're still with your parents. Because even the neighbors will be, you see? Now, even our neighbor, she's there, she's not working, the man is not working, the two girls are there, they all conceived. Jesus, let me tell you, at least you better rent a grass-thatched house when you're staying alone.
Where are you going to get the grass-thatched house?
So me, I don't support it. If you can stand, if you graduate, you have your job, please let your parents
shift immediately.
Be and stand yourself, be a complete man or a complete woman.
Okay, our viewers, don't forget our show is being sponsored by Hotel Victory Bija. Hotel Victory Bija. You can reach them for accommodation. If you want to come here for a rest, you can come to Hotel Victory Bija. We have rooms for accommodation. We have bar and restaurant services. We also have steam and sauna. Come and burn your fats from here. Then, Remy, talk about Smart Engineering Limited.
Actually, our viewers outside there, Smart Engineering Limited is the one of the person that is making us look like that. Thank you also, Stuart, for having loved Elcom Television, because it's the only place where we unlock social realities, of course. Why can't you love it? And actually, don't forget to go on our Facebook page. Please, I want to read your comments.
Indeed.
Send them in live now.
So that we can see.
Really actually waiting for
when
them.
Are you supposed to read
I can't even wait to read them. Please share in your comments. Go even to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, and comment. Still, we will have your comments live here. And please, we even have our TikTok page. You can go there. We shall even soon start streaming in live
on TikTok
when
soon.
You send, and we'll read there and then. So let's get back to our topic.
Okay, not forgetting also our media partners. We have the Cars Media for photography. You have a wedding, you have any party, birthday, please. Cars Media is there for you. They have drone services. Drone services niko kana kamera kaliba taiguni ka televisani wokuba no ketaga otakutalibanizibwa. Cars Media has it for you. Now, Remy, on the topic now, because now you for your case you haven't left because the way I'm seeing you
I haven't left.
Your legs
but
are like this.
Everyone who is watching us there on our page, Facebook page, I'm really waiting for those comments because I want to see. Give us the way out. Do you really support one to be in their parents' home for life, or you support one to go and stand in, be a woman or a wife? I can't wait to read those comments. Please come in.
For me, I think when you're ready to leave.
But waka if
you're
leaving,
not ready,
you don't kusibula tosibula.
Tema. Na sibula kubanga. One thing can happen. Remy have said na tosibula. Something can happen to you. Remember the others are your parents. Osobola okudduka.
No,
and you go somewhere and you get a problem and you have to come back home. How will you come back?
You carry in your things in mpola, but then the day you come, mama, nafunye yaka yumba.
Now, let me give you a story of the same statement you've done.
I came back in May last year. I reached home. Okumanyanti, if you get used to the life of living alone, it is really the best life.
Yeah.
When I came back, because I had spent 5 years without my parents, without even relatives seeing me, but we could at least communicate on phone.
What do you want?
I was in Dubai.
Okay.
I'm a Dubaian.
I see.
Dubai. So when I came back, my dad was like, "Oh, actually, they arranged my room. I brought in. I came with my bags. Then there is that cut thing you like cutting because they were nonkola watch. Of course, I came. I want to go out. I want to, you want to
first visit the old town and
I want a treat.
First throw money.
No, I didn't have money to throw, but I wanted a real treat. Because people, after there, it's really hustle, stress, and everything. Had everything.
Well, I think people come from out to have money, so when you come, we run for you.
So I went out the first day. I came back at 3 and knocked mom. She opened. But there is that shyness I felt. I felt like, oh God, this is not the right thing that I'm doing.
Wrong.
So the next day, I called a friend. I was like, then she was like, yeah, what happened? Man, yesterday I came back at 3, but I was almost dying. Mom opened the door, but I felt like, no, it shouldn't be like that. I looked for the room. Actually, I came and carried my handbag. I put in my unikas, my bras and lipstick. I went outside and I bought all things in one day. I bought a bed, a mattress, saucepans, gas, sigiri.
Walina sente because wali ovude Dubai.
Yes, I had money. Nembiteka mu nyumba. Then I went back home and slept. I didn't go out that day. I was like, Kambalinde. Then the next day, it was Friday. I was like, even today, I'm not going. Then I told mom to gene kijura. The things she loves there. In the cause of buying those things, I was like, wait, mama, do you know what she did? She went home and tied the mattress she's giving me. I was like, mama, she washed all her saucepans, 4 of them. She gave me a mingling stick, a kasigiri. I was like, mama, then the next day, Saturday, I took her to my room. She was impressed. She was like, I was like, mom, nganyira buli nkagenda out nagaruka samwe no tukikanda kurungi, of which I'm not willing to stop today. This is why I did this. So that was it. So she was in that thing. She was respected. She felt that what I did was not right, but she was happy of what my act.
Okay.
Yes, I acted there and then. Yeah, our parents need respect.
Exactly. When a parent sees you doing that, if she feels or he feels that now you've grown, because now, like you've come back, and you realize that now really I've done a mistake. So what should I do? But there are some people, some other people of our age, they feel ashamed.
No, me,
you find someone is at home, the parents are there, akutoroka agenda, agaruka. One thing we should know that our parents are always watching us. and the society is talking.
They keep quiet because they have to defend
They
you.
have a lot of
Mwana
things they
wawe.
feel, the society.
They have defended you ever since you were born. By the way, me when I'm home, I don't even allow them to buy food. I stand in because I can
That's
now.
your time, yeah.
Yes.
But before you couldn't.
I couldn't. They were there, they stood in, but it's now my time to stand.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, for me, the way I left, I also left in a bit. Because I told you that I came back from graduation, we came back home, so we were just there. I had my money, I went and rented a house. No one knew. So I had a very big bag. That bag I could put on the back. That bag I could carry ufa. That bag I could carry mat. That bag could carry almost everything.
These days when you go to a guy's place with a big bag, the guy would be like, Soko
his
TV.
No, kujja ne bag. Koze ne bag ankoto ofurukiro wanyu.
Mwegende, there's outside ladies there. Don't go to see your guys with those bags.
These days,
they really check. It's like, I'm going for work. What time are you going? Then what time are you leaving? I will wait for you to leave.
And then you pack my laptop. I will follow you. So I started now shifting slowly. Because I had my little things from campus. I came back with some. Because I couldn't carry everything. So I had my little things. Nkanyina kafaliso kabasirikale ka inchi emu. Okusaka kuba nkomuke.
Ati kamukamu gwe muganda.
So that's the thing I packed. Mubaga, the same bag. Ya packinga mu busefulia bubiri wenyabaye nyina abokuli. Stove yange. Tina sigiri stove. I packed my sauce. So the first day I went like that. I had to put in the house. I kept quiet. I came back home, rested. And I was now looking for what to take. Nkanyina kaufa kankatito kati. I packed the kaufa.
Stress killer ufa.
It's very small. It's the first thing, because I love music. So it's the first thing I took. But I'm now done. So the next day, I did come back home. So my dad is
they so anxious. So
like, kazikire saa isatu kutoka garukire. Ani na munywani wangano. Between bitu kumaliza alo project tukwenda akora. Because I'm looking for how.
The way out. In a respectful way.
Because I can't tell him that I antorokere ngenze. No, I looked for how I could balance it. So nyamugambo why? Anja kurara kuntina project ikora, because I'm from campus now, he's expecting me to be looking for a job. Actually when I talk about a project, it looks like nkozereke ndaviremo. So I told him, I think I'll come back tomorrow. Kubendo wange.